Hello and welcome to Delightful, Delicious, Delovely. My name is Christina Elise, and today I am going to be making my easy cauliflower and broccoli and turmeric vegan mac and cheese. It's a pretty simple one. I'm not going to do a roux beforehand or anything. I'm just going to kind of heat up the faux dairy elements. I have already boiled 12 ounces of pasta. In the last 3 minutes of the cooking time for the pasta, I added 2 small broccoli heads cut into florets and half of a big head of cauliflower cut into florets. I think you can hear a gardener nearby. I added those for the last 3 minutes of the cooking pasta, and then they're draining in the sink right now. Okay, now I have in this pan, I have 12 ounces of almond milk. My favorite brand is the Cauliflower Farms almond milk. I'm going to add to this. This is very forgiving and flexible. In this, I have 1 cup of a mixture of tofutti sour cream and tofutti cream cheese. The rate 6:1. You could do all cream cheese. You could do all sour cream. You can do whatever you had. I had more cream cheese than I had sour cream, so probably 3/4 of a cup of tofutti cream cheese and 1/4 of a cup of tofutti sour cream. I'm also going to add 2 cups of just random vegan cheeses. This is the Cheo, Field Roast's Cheo slices. This is the creamy, coconut creamy one. It's not the cayenne one. I don't know which one it is. It was already open, so I'm just using what was left over of it. And I'm going to use some leftover Miyoko's vegan mozz, the fresh vegan mozz, which if you guys haven't tried it, you should. It's really great on pizza. It actually melts pretty well, and I like it. So I think it's my favorite of the cheeses for topping pizza outside of my own homemade vegan mozzarella that it's on this channel. I think on a Video Vegan, one of them, early on in my channel's lifetime. So this is ultimately basically 2 cups of vegan cheese, whether it's cream cheese, sour cream, field roast cheese, Miyoko's mozzarella. I'm just trying to melt it down. I'll wash my hands real quick. I just want to blend this together. I'm going to add to this probably about a teaspoon of salt. You can always salt the dish after it's on your plate rather than over-salting it in the cooking process. Oh no, I hate when I make a mess. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of black pepper. I like a lot of pepper. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I'm going to add a tablespoon of turmeric, and that's to give this the yellow color. A tablespoon of turmeric in there. That will give this macaroni and cheese the yellow color that most people associate with mac and cheese. I'm going to also add, this is totally optional, I'm going to add some nutritional yeast. This is a taste thing too. I'm not going to go very heavy-handed with it. I'm going to go about, let's see what I call this. I'm going to go with about a 1/4 cup, I'll say. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go with about a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. Some people don't like how it tastes. I do. I don't love it if it's overwhelming, but I do like it. And because the cheeses I used in here were very mild, I decided I should add a little of this nooch. I'll whisk it in there. Hang on a second. Okay. For a little added flavor, I'm going to crush, this is probably 2 garlic cloves that I used a garlic press, as you just saw, to crush into here for some flavor. Turn the flame down here. It's boiling. And, all right. Ooh, it's very boiling. It's going to start splashing me and burn me. All right. To this, I'm going to add, if it'll fit in this pan, I hope, this is the pasta, and the don't splash me. It's gonna fucking just dump in there and coat me in lava. Okay, I managed to pull it off. Just fits. Now, this also ratio, ooh, this is gonna be a tricky business. I may have to get a bigger bowl. I'm gonna need a bigger boat. Let me see if I can pull this off. The ratio of broccoli to pasta to cauliflower is also up to you. You could do all cauliflower, no broccoli, all broccoli, no cauliflower. You could just do all pasta and no vegetables at all. I like to do the vegetables because 1, I like vegetables and they're good for you. But 2, pasta, while it's one of my favorite foods on planet Earth, is not the best for watching one's waistline. So this is really fun because you feel like you're eating a gigantic serving of mac and cheese, but a good solid half of it, if not more, depending on the ratio you put in there, is actually guiltless steamed veggies. Look at that, it fit perfectly. Now let's see if I can continue with my good fortune and get it into the casserole pan. The oven is heated to 350. Ooh. And now I'm going to. I have a casserole pan. I'm just going to treat it a little with this spray-on olive oil. Any way you want to grease your pan, you can. And then I'm going to just dump this in here. Hopefully I'll have the same fortune I had the other way. Ah! It's really heavy. Okay. Whew. All right. That actually fits perfectly. Let me get rid of this pan. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. I don't know if you noticed my shirt. My shirt says Villalobos. Villalobos is a dog rescue. Used to be based here in California. Friends of mine adopted it. It began as a wolf hybrid rescue. Tia Torres used to be a wild animal trainer, and then she got into wolf hybrid rescue out here in the desert in California, just sort of north of here, I think, and then transitioned into being a pit bull rescue. And she was in California for many years. My oldest and best friends adopted a pit bull from her named Beauty. She was, in fact, a beauty. Not so much physically. She was a bit of a fire hydrant of a dog. Her ears had been cut down to the skull. She had just like little zippy, almost like nothing. Her ears were cut off, and there were razor cuts in the back of her head where someone had just taken a razor to hack her ears off. And she had actually been found in the streets of South Central in the middle of the street, and everyone thought she was a white, dead dog. Turned out she was an alive black dog. They went up to pick her up, to scoop her and throw her away, I guess would dispose of her, what they do with dead dogs, and she wagged her tail. Turned out she had terrible mange, which is easily curable. She was cured, and then she went to my good friends. Anyway, Tia's got a really wonderful reality show called Pit Bulls and Parolees. She also hires parolees who have difficult time getting jobs and hired elsewhere. She's now located in New Orleans, though. The show is tremendous. Her work is amazing, both her humanitarian work helping these guys and helping these dogs. And I guess what she found out in Louisiana is there's another dog crisis in the South, which is hunting dogs or hound dogs. And so she's got another show, I think, called Hounded, a spinoff about hound rescue in New Orleans. Okay, so that's a lot of blabbering. But I love her. I love her show. I like to support it. Typically on my birthdays, I would have fundraising for her, but her show is generating a great deal of money for her cause, so she's not as needy as some other charities, like my friend Nikki, who runs Road Dogs and Rescue, which is the rescue that I foster for, and from whom I've adopted 5 dogs. 5 dogs from her, 3 of whom have passed away, which is all pugs, which is a sad, tragic thing. Okay, more rambling. So now I'm going to top this. I have a little bit of this Go Veggie. It says vegan right in the bottle. Parm. I'm going to just sprinkle a little of that on here for a little bit additional flavor. And then I'm going to put, that was just not measured, I just winged it. Up to you. I prefer panko breadcrumbs typically. I happen to have some Italian breadcrumbs already open, so I'm just going to cover this with some Italian breadcrumbs. And then my trick that I do with breadcrumbs on vegan mac and cheese dishes, I spray them with another oil, because real cheese makes a big mess. Real cheese has fat in it, which will brown the breadcrumbs, but vegan cheese doesn't have the fat, doesn't do the same thing, doesn't brown quite as nicely. I find that spraying it with a little of this stuff aids in the browning. And that is it. I'm going to put this in the oven for 30 minutes until it seems all bubbly and ready to go. And that's it. Whoop, shit, sorry. Hayden, come here, honey. I just scared the bejesus out of Hayden. Come here, honey. Come to Hayden's. Come here, Boosh. Oh, this is Hayden. She's my most recent foster fail and my road dog and rescue baby. Say hi, Hayden. Hi, Hayden. Anyway. Well, wouldn't you know it, my picking up Hayden and putting her down unplugged my mic and the rest of the sound for this episode did not record. So then I put it in the oven for half an hour at 350, and that was it. It's all bubbly and crispy and beautiful and nice. It's ready to be eaten and devoured. And so yeah, that is it. Sorry for the sound problem at the end. This is my Instagram and Twitter handles. Please subscribe, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Please share the recipes, share the posts, share them on your Facebook pages or your other social media. And that is it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, thanks. Bye.